Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Girls and Gays Let's Talk. Today, we're going to talk about workplace drama
and why it's important to CYA. Cover your ass.
That is very true.
Exactly. And I have always done this at any job that I've went to. Like, whenever I was first working at the mental health clinic and they did insurance verification, people would be like, the boss would be like, well, who put this? It doesn't say that there, their insurance. And it's like, now I had to be the one to tell the patient, hey, yeah, you owe $100 actually. It wasn't $30. So whenever I would get that information for how much their copay was, I would put per whoever's initials it was that told me that. And one time the insurance lady tried to be like, no, that's not what I wrote. I was like, let me see who told me. Oh, it's your initials. And she goes, oh. And then from then on, they made a policy anytime you got insurance verified to put who wrote it for you. So cover your ass.
Yes.
But I do have kind of a juicy story. Let's set the scene. It's March of 2022. Marisa's panically planning her wedding. And she's taking time off, obviously. And so part of my job at my last job was to call customers and be like, hey, basically, you owe us money. Where's our money, bitch? But in a nice corporate way.
Yeah.
And so anytime I would make a phone call, I would put a little note, made a phone call on blah, 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 spoke with, just updates with my initials on there and everything. So, and I was in charge of the accounts that were $15,000 and over. And so I was like, okay, that's doable. So I would do that. And one of these was like, I want to say $250,000.
Dang.
Yeah. Like we were handling like big accounts for that. And it was for the Texas Department of Criminal Justice since they were one of our big customers. So I made multiple calls on this account, on this invoice in particular, because it's like you had to do something where you had to get the right PO, match it up, send it, mail it. And I did all that. And all my notes were in there. So it's the day before I'm taking off for a whole week to get married and just enjoy the married life. So I go and I'm like, oh, let me just follow up on that. All of my notes were gone. And I'm like, that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
So the only thing that could have happened was the other woman who made the phone calls as well deleted my notes because we had this love-hate relationship with each other. And at least I thought it was love and hate. So then I'm like, that's weird. I go and I speak with IT, and me and IT, we're close. I'm nice to everybody. I make sure everybody's included. So I went to IT and I was like, hey, can you look into this? Like all of my notes are gone for some reason. He goes, I don't know. Our system wouldn't delete your notes like that. I was like, okay, well, can you just look in? Because the only other thing I can think of is that so-and-so deleted my notes. And he goes, that's probably it. But yeah, I'll look into it. I was like, thanks. So I'm heated. I'm like, so I go to her office. I was like, hey, so-and-so, the craziest thing happened. And she's like, what? I was like, a bunch of my notes for very large invoices have magically got deleted. And she goes, that is weird. I was like, has that ever happened to you? And she's like, no. I was like, okay. I have IT looking into it. So I guess we'll figure out what the issue is. And she goes, oh, maybe you just need to refresh your screen. I was like, well, pull it up. Let's see if it pops up on yours. It didn't pop up. She goes, that is weird. I was like, well, let me go ahead and refresh it. I'm going to stop by the bathroom first to give her time to put my notes back in there. And guess what? As soon as I sit down at my desk and I look up that invoice number, all of my fucking notes are there. And I'm like, oh, and it was the day before I was taking off to get married. So I sent an email to my boss and to IT, to her, and to the billing manager. And this is not the first time that I've ever sent an email to all those people.
Dang.
So I'm like, hey, so I noticed that some of my notes had gotten deleted. I spoke as it's not a system issue, not sure what's going on, but just so I can cover my ass because I'm not about to fucking get pulled into my boss's office whenever I get get back from getting married and everything. No, like I have done my work and I refuse to have somebody ruin my day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, whatever. That got nipped in the butt. My boss is aware of the situation that's going on. I go off, I get married, have a beautiful wedding, loved it, spent time with my husband. And I come back to work. Okay. Mm-hmm. And HR comes to me and she's like, how was your wedding? You know, making small talk. I was like, yeah, good. She goes, so something I did want to mention to you while you were gone, she's like, one of the billing reps came up and spoke with me. I was like, okay, is she okay? Like, what's going on? And she was like, well, she said that you weren't posting the batches fast enough. And I said, what batch? Because I post the batches 4 times a day. As soon as I walk in the morning for the people who sent it after I had already left. And then I do it again before I go to lunch. And then I do it again like maybe 3 hours before I leave. And then I do it again before I leave. So I'm like, I don't understand how I'm not posting batches fast enough. Like, I'm not going to sit here, stop what I'm doing, and immediately post it as soon as it comes in. She goes, I don't know. She said it was batch number, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. Pull out my folder, and I'm like, what was the batch number? She told me. I was like, interesting. It was posted an hour after I received it. And then she goes, oh, she said it was like a whole day or something. I was like, no, like I have it written down right here. Do you want to see the emails where it sent me telling me it posted? And I was so fucking pissed because she waited until I went to get married. She waited until I was on vacation. Okay, cool. Somebody comes to me and was like, hey, did you hear? I was like, oh, about the bitch downstairs that went to HR about me not posting batches fast enough? Yeah, I already talked to her and she realized that it was an hour later. She goes, oh, no, I haven't heard about that. But I'm talking about the billing manager that went to your boss and told him that you were too involved with the Texas Department of Criminal Justice invoices. I'm like, huh? And apparently, like, I send so many emails about, well, I need the PO for this. I need the correct PO for this. Why hasn't the PO been? Because I'm sending these like every 3 days. These are like $20,000, $40,000, $100,000 invoices that need to get paid. And who's going to get in trouble if that doesn't get done? Me, because it's going to look like I'm not doing my job. Well, that part of the job. So I was like, I was pissed. I closed my door and I'm like, so I get on ChatGPT and I'm like, I'm venting to ChatGPT. This is 2022. I'm like, I'm pissed. So I'm like, this is the email that I want to send. I was like, take out everything that's overly emotional, make it very stern. And it was something along the line. And I sent it to all the billing people. I sent it to the billing manager. I sent it to my direct boss. I sent it to my other boss. And I sent it to HR as well. Like I CC'd anybody that I could possibly think of. And I was so close to CCing the CFO. But I'm like, these are little people problems. This isn't like.
No. Yeah.
So it was something along the lines of, hello, everybody. I just got back from vacation. And in the future, if there's any issues with billing or with batches not being posted fast enough, please feel free to give me a call directly rather than going and speaking with anybody else about it. It's counterproductive whenever the person who is getting complained about isn't informed. And I really hope that we can all be on the same team. And as far as the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, I'm doing what I'm told. And if I was like, I'm doing what I'm told, and majority of these repeated emails are going out because I am not receiving those purchase orders that we need to send out in order to get paid. If you have any further questions or are confused, then feel free to come to me directly about this issue. Mm-hmm. And I sent it and I sat and I went to go talk to not my direct boss, but the other boss. I was like, so what'd you think about that email? He goes, honestly, I mean, it was a corporate fuck you. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. And then I went to HR and I just walked in and she goes, that was beautiful, Marisa. And I'm like, thank you. And I went to my boss and he goes, what's up? I was like, did you see my email? He goes, no, let me see. He goes, he just skimmed through. He's like, okay.
He didn't care.
And then I went and I sat in my office all day waiting for one of those bitches to come and say shit. Did they? No. They spoke amongst themselves and then it got brought back up to me and I'm like, fucking cowards.
Yeah.
Fucking cowards. Like, no, you are not. And it pissed me off because I wasn't even back for like 3 hours before my vacation high gone. Yeah. And I was pissed. And
That's what always happens.
Yeah. It's like, I'm enjoying my day and then you hit me with this bullshit.
Yeah.
Got me fucked up.
Yeah, I know. It's annoying.
That's why it's so important to cover your ass. Take notes. If somebody tells you to do something, make sure you get them to send it in an email. Because sometimes I would ask them, can you send it to me in an email? They would be like, no. And so I would send them an email, be like, hey, just following up on our phone call conversation that we had 20 minutes ago, blah, 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 blah. If there's anything that you don't agree with, or if I misinterpreted anything, please let me know before I go forward. And then, yeah, that saved my ass too, because I'm like, I don't know. This gets me so heated now. I want to go fight these bitches.
That's funny. I don't think I have anything like yours. Mine's more different because I guess it's because mine's in a pharmacy.
Okay.
I think it's more direct. The only one I can think of was so when I started where I'm working now, I had been there like a month. And we all were like getting comfortable with each other, you know, just like playing around, kind of making fun of each other, but no big deal. Mm-hmm. Well, one day at closing, and like it was the end of the day, it was me, the pharmacist, and one technician. Mm-hmm. I was playing around with her because my queue was empty, but hers wasn't.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, you're falling behind over there. Dang, you know, like just playing around, like, you know, me being me.
Yeah.
And
but then again, you always go for the jugular, George.
I was not going for the jugular. I honestly was just like, dang, like so slow today, you know, like just playing around while I was helping her. It's not like I was just like bashing her.
Yeah.
And everyone was laughing, including her. Mm-hmm. But she turned around and told the boss that I had insulted her.
What?
Yes. And even the boss walked up to me and she was like, I heard something happened between y'all two. And I was like, what happened between us two? Like, I had no idea who was talking about.
Oh my God.
And he was like, apparently she said this and this happened. And I was like, yeah, but I was being sarcastic. Like, I was like, even my tone was sarcastic. Mm-hmm. Like, and nothing I said was like to be taken literal.
So what did she say that you said that was taken out of context?
That I was calling her slow, that I wasn't willing to help, that just because my work was done and I wasn't willing to help her with hers, I was like, doesn't make any sense.
What?
Yeah, she talked all this shit. But I kind of just apologized and I told her I didn't mean to offend you, but now I know, and so I won't play around with you that way.
You told her that?
Yes.
What'd she say?
She was just like that. It's hard to tell when you've offended her or not, because she's not great at expressing when she's offended.
Oh my God. Have you ever seen that TikTok that was like, I heard you were talking shit. About what? You said I was slow. And the guy goes, well, you ain't fast. And then it takes her a while to realize.
I've not seen that, but
that's what funny. That reminds me of.
Well, like a month after this happened, I was like, okay, fine. I'm just not going to get close to her. Mm-hmm. I'm going to have a border here.
Yeah.
And I know now not to mess with her, pretty much. So I know not to play with her.
Yeah.
And so we have a pharmacist that I've known for years. I've worked with her at my first pharmacy job. Like, I've known her forever. She's like everybody's mom. Mm-hmm. And so she was telling the pharmacist was telling her like that she doesn't remember her. But she said, like, yeah, we remember you when we worked together apparently one time years ago, when she worked for like a big corporation. She didn't work like little mom and pops like she does now. Well, she told her, because I asked everyone we used to work with and we all remember you. because we all said the same thing. That she said, we felt then the same way we feel here now. That you're kind but slow.
The pharmacist told her that?
No, she told the pharmacist that.
What? Hold on. So this bitch snitched on you for calling her slow, and now she's calling a pharmacist with a degree,
yes,
and that is up on the chain slow.
Yes.
Huh. Okay, go on.
And so, obviously, she was offended.
Mm.
She waited till she left, and it was just me and her, and she brought it up to me 3 times.
3 times.
And this is somebody that like doesn't bring things up, that she usually bottles things inside.
Yeah.
She's not one to walk up to you and tell you like, oh, that offended me.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that she brought it up to me so many times, I'm like, she is very upset by this.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, what do I do? Because someone needs to say something. She's not going to.
Mm-hmm.
I know her. She's going to tell me, but she's not going to tell anybody else.
Yeah.
So I brought it up to the girl that was training me.
Yeah.
I brought it up to her first. And she was like, okay, I do think you need to say something. But I had to tell her like what had happened before.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I'm afraid it's going to come back as like me retaliating against her, which is not at all. I just wanted to make sure that, I just wanted to make sure the pharmacist knows that that was not okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not how we feel.
Yeah.
That she just took it on her own and brought it out.
Yeah.
And so, so she told me, hey, talk to the person that has been there the longest.
Mm-hmm.
She's another technician that's been there for like years.
Yeah.
She's like, she's going to know what to do.
Yeah.
And so I walked up to her and I told her like, it was just me and her. And the girl that had trained me was still 3 of us inside this room. It was sealed so no one could hear us. And I told her, hey, this happened. I don't know what to do with it. But I feel like something should be done.
Yeah.
And I told her, she's like, you need to tell the owner right away. You need to tell like the head pharmacist, like something needs to happen. Mm-hmm. And I told her, but this is the issue. I don't know if you heard or not. And then I told her what had happened between me and her a week ago, a month ago.
A month? Okay.
A month before. Like when I got in trouble for that. I said, and I'm
Did you
so
get a
afraid.
write-up?
I didn't get a write-up.
I just
got a verbal warning.
Okay.
And then I told her how that happened, and I didn't want to come back as retaliatory. And she said, dang, you're right. And she's like, this would happen to you. So she told me. I'm like, I know. And it's like, because I joke with her all the time too.
Yeah.
Like the kind of relationship me and her have is her name is like a name of a royal family member. So I always say, Your Majesty.
Oh, that's so cute.
And she'll be like, oh, peasant, get out of my way.
Oh my God, I love
she's so funny. I love her. And so we've been having that relationship for the longest time. Like shortly after I started, like we quickly got to that point.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was like, yeah, it's like, I guess like some people can't take it. But she's like, but the thing that I'm more upset, she said, is the fact that out of anybody here, she's the slowest and the dumbest one we have. And for her to call somebody else slow, you've got to be kidding me. So she said, I'm like, I would not say that out loud, but I do agree.
I agree with you 100%, Your Majesty.
Yeah, exactly. And so I told her, so I don't know what to do. So that day she happened to be going to do something with the head pharmacist.
Okay.
So she told them, hey, apparently something happened the other day. You should know about it. She said, George wants to say something, but because of this happened, apparently this happened a month ago, and so he's afraid how it's going to come across, but this happened. And she's like, that he does understand why I didn't come forward, he said, but that I should have just said something and it would not have affected me because it was something that like did need to be reported.
Yeah. How many people were there whenever she said that?
It was just us 3. It was so there was no way that anybody else would know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so it was like a shock.
Yeah.
When it happened. And so apparently he got really mad And she said, like, I've never seen him so red, is what she told me.
What?
And I'm just like, okay.
The head pharmacist?
The head pharmacist.
Damn, I have never seen him mad.
Yes.
Even whenever I worked
he
there.
He is the calmest person you would know.
Yeah.
So after she said, like, after that, like, he said, like, he'll take care of it. I said, okay, now that somebody's taking care of it, I'm stepping out. I'm not involved anymore. And I said,
out of my
I just
control.
wanted it reported because it was not okay.
Yeah, no, it absolutely was not. You do not speak with somebody.
I'm like, what happens from now on is none of my business.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. Just keep me out of it.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, you're out of it now. You reported what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, which I do sometimes get curious, like what did happen.
You don't know what happened?
I don't know.
George, you're busting my balls.
I know, but it's because I wanted to be out of it because of the fact that I didn't want it to come back.
Yeah. Well, obviously she knew it was either you or the pharmacist.
Yeah, agree. 100% somebody told her that it was me because after that I learned that she got really scared of me.
Oh, really? Did she still work there?
She still does work there. Yes.
Oh my God. And y'all don't talk?
That. We talk, but very few times. I just pretty much my wall is still there. I won't like play with her.
That is completely understandable.
And then now she won't do that with me either.
Oh my God.
I'm like you can't just throw stones.
Yeah.
And then be upset when you get thrown one back.
Mm-hmm. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
How are you going to get mad that somebody called you slow jokingly and then you go and call a pharmacist?
Yeah.
That went to a decade worth of school? Do they
go a long time.
It's like
8
a doctor's
years.
degree.
Yeah, it's a long time. It is a doctorate.
Yeah.
They are doctors.
Fudge.
Yeah, I know. So I was shocked when she said it. And I could tell the pharmacist was offended.
That's wild.
Yeah. But I just hope she apologized. That was my main thing. I wanted an apology.
I'm pretty sure she did have to apologize to stay there because that was so unnecessary of her.
Yeah, that was not necessary. And I said the thing that to me that brought me the most mad was that she said the same way we feel here.
She spoke on behalf of the whole
she spoke as the pharmacy.
Oh my God.
And she said, like, if she had said her own opinion, yeah, that needed a talking to. But she dragged everybody into this conversation.
But for her to say there has to be at least one other person there that thinks that same thing.
Which everybody was like, no, we don't feel that way. God. And even the head pharmacist, he's like, I look at everybody's numbers.
Yeah.
Like, I know how much people type. I know how much everything's verified. I know everything.
Typed for what? Like the names
typing
that
the drugs and all that.
Oh, okay.
It's like, I know what everyone's doing. I know how hard everyone's working. Mm-hmm. He said, I told her, she was like, that, like, she is not the fastest we have, but she is definitely not the slowest we've ever had.
Yeah.
She's like, she's pretty up there.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, she's not going to be as fast as people that we have every day.
Yeah.
Because, they do that every day. And then we do compounding. The regular place she works at does not.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously that's going to be a learning curve.
Yeah.
And so they're like, that was definitely uncalled for. And she is not slow by any means, he said.
Does the owner still work there?
Yes, he's still there.
Damn, he's one that still working?
Yeah, and he's the one that got on that had to do the talk with me.
Oh.
That's him. That's why I was shocked when he did it. I was like, I honestly thought we were joking the whole time. Like, everyone was laughing. Like, I don't see where I offended her.
Oh, I had to get a talking to by the owner one time.
What did you do?
Well, I forgot to clock in and out whenever I went to lunch on a Saturday.
Okay.
And he was like, hey, Marisa, quick chat. And I was like, yeah. He goes, you need to remember to clock in and out. I was like, did I forget? He's like, yeah, a couple of people told me that you forgot on Saturday. I was like, oh, my bad. It's like, my bad. I was gone for like 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm sorry. So there were times where afterwards I would walk to my car. I'm like, did I clock out? I don't think I did. And then I'd go
back in, double check.
But yeah, does it still make the boop?
No, they have a different system now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's actually funny. On Saturdays, we don't clock out for
Really?
lunch anymore. Yeah. You just take one and that's it.
Really?
Yeah. You don't clock out on Saturdays. You do on the weekdays.
Yeah,
But on
but I
Saturdays you
only
don't.
I worked the front desk. It was like
Yeah, but they don't clock out either.
on
for lunch
Saturday.
on Saturdays.
I got a talking to.
Yeah, I know.
'Cause
I
I
think
forgot.
times change, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, but now also they kind of like eat up there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you're eating while you're working.
Well, yeah, that's how it always was.
And you had to clock out for that?
I mean, I was at the front desk. Yeah. Well, I would go and grab my food and then they opened up that place next door. And then they would just eat there. And they would always be like, do you want anything? I'm like, no. And the reason why I always said no is because I was like, I know for a fact I am never going to make enough money to where I can buy lunch for everybody. So that's why I always said no, because I was making like the minimum wage and working 20 hours a week.
But usually, depending on who's working, you kind of pay for what you ordered only.
Oh, before it used to be like like one person would pay it and then like they would rotate it every week.
Dang, that's harder. I would not be okay with that.
Yeah, no, not
I'd be
me.
like, I ordered a salad. I'm not paying for it.
Exactly.
No, now it's like everybody like orders like under one. Like this time I ordered for everybody, but everybody like Apple paid me or Zelled me. Like
That was before like the whole Zelle and everything.
I know, but like there's also cash. Like a few people, rarely do people pay cash. But yeah, pretty much everyone pays for their food.
Yeah.
The only time that there doesn't is whenever the head pharmacist is working, he buys everybody lunch.
Damn, I wish somebody bought me lunch.
He's the only one. Everybody else, like you order what you.
I
pay
mean, if
for.
you're making that much money, why not spoil your staff?
Yeah, and it's only one day a week.
Yeah.
No, it's one day a month because they rotate.
Oh, they do? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's
I'd be like, can I get scheduled with him?
Actually, that is my favorite one to work with.
Really?
Well, he's also like the most serious one.
Mm-hmm.
But so he's my favorite one to work with for that. Then there's the other pharmacist that he's the youngest one.
Okay.
He's my favorite one just because he has a good personality. So he's very funny and he's down to like laugh with you and like have fun with you.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one that was with us whenever I got in trouble.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like even he was like, y'all were laughing the whole time. I was like, I know. I didn't realize I was insulting her. I would have stopped.
My God.
And he's like, yeah, y'all were laughing the whole time. Like you were laughing, she was laughing. It was clearly all a joke.
He didn't have your back?
Well, he wasn't told.
Oh.
He found out later on.
Dang.
Like after we all got in trouble, after I got in trouble and after she got in trouble, that's when he found out. He was the last one to find out.
That's insane.
Yeah, because I kind of told him everything more recently.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, what? I didn't hear that this happened. I said, yeah, it happened a little shortly after I got in trouble. I'm like, what did you get in trouble for? And then I told him, and he's like, yeah, but I used to play all the time like that. It's like, I know. Like even the day before that, me and my lesbian that I work with, I told her the exact same things that I told the other one.
Oh,
like word for word. And it was like, why was it okay for me to tell this one, but not okay for me to tell that one? So it was like,
I guess it just depends on the
who you're talking to. Yeah. So it was stupid. And she was actually one of the first people I told too that I got in trouble for what I said to her. And she's like, what a bitch.
Damn.
Like clearly, like it's just a personality. Like you joke around like that. You're being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
It was just, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Lessons learned.
Very much so.
Yeah, but then when the new girl came in, and she kind of had the same personality like me, very playful, very jokingly. Like she always tells me, like just like Mexican phrases. And so I'll always be like, why? Because I'm brown. And then I'll tell her, like, like sing Mulan.
You what?
Like Mulan references and things like that. Like she's half Chinese.
Oh my
And
god.
we just have a funny and racist comment to
Wait,
each other.
is this the same friend where she got Mexican food one time? And you're like, I should
Yes,
get okay.
Chinese.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. I know
same
who you're
friend.
talking-
So
okay.
me and her just mess around a lot. So I told her like, hey, just be careful with that one. And I told her what happened. And she's
Yeah.
like, I'm glad you told me, but dang that tea.
Right. It's always like the people that have been working there for a while that has the wildest tea.
That's true.
Like, so like with me, depending on how you are towards me, because one of my good friends now, I just immediately, I saw her, she was working reception and I just started, I'm like, oh, hey, here's some of my lore, I guess you can call it trauma dumping. She trauma dumped right back. And I'm like, I like you. So here's the tea about what goes on around here.
And
she was like, oh, okay. So, but now we're still good friends. But we did get into like a little fight because of miscommunication.
Okay.
So what happened was I was going on like this little Austin trip and on my birthday. Originally, my husband was supposed to go with me, but he had like a bunch of work meetings that he couldn't miss. And I was like, that is such a stupid reason. And we'd already rented like the Airbnb and everything. So I told one of my other friends that worked with us, I was like, hey, why don't you go with me? My best friend. And she's like, okay. So we went to Austin and I told my friend who was working at the front desk, I told her Thursday multiple times. I'm like, hey, I'm not going to be here tomorrow, but do not send, like, I will check the deposit whenever I get back on Monday. And she's like, okay. So then I reminded her at least 4 times. I reminded her. And then before I left, I was like, don't forget, just leave it on my desk. I'll check it first thing Monday morning. She's like, okay. And so I am, enjoying my time at these little winery thingies.
Mm-hmm.
And I get a text message from my boss. Me and my friend get a text message. And he goes, hey, so-and-so's asking who's going to check the deposit. And I'm like, why the fuck is she asking who's going to check the deposit? I told her like 4 or 5 times yesterday. So I was mad. And so I texted her. I was like, why are you asking our boss who's going to check the deposit? I already told you that I will check it first thing Monday morning. Just leave it on my desk. And she goes, didn't remember that you said that. And I was mad. I was like, oh, you biatch. I hate you right now. Like, what are you trying to do?
Why didn't she just text you? Like, why'd she go to the boss?
Well, probably because she didn't want to bother me while I was on vacation. And she thought that somebody else was going to check it. But hold on. Hold her grace. Give her grace. Give her grace. Give her grace.
What
Okay.
happened?
Give her grace. So I get back and I'm like upset. Like, I don't want to talk to her because I don't want to lash out. I'm like, I like her. She's cool. But if I talk to her, I am going to be very mean. And I don't want to be mean to somebody right
you're
now.
going to yell at someone.
So then after a while, like I keep it short with her, I don't really go and visit with her. And she's a very confrontational person. I love that about her. Very confrontational. Like she will tell you what is on her mind and she will not show pussyfoot around it. No. So she comes to my office. She goes, are you mad at me? I go, yeah. And she goes, why? I'm like, what do you mean why? She's like, why are you upset? Because I feel like you're giving me she called it shoulder cold at the time.
Cold shoulder.
George, give her grace. Okay.
What, is English not her first language?
No, English is her first language. I'm getting there as to why she forgot. Okay. Holding the laughter. So then I so badly wanted to make fun of her for that. But I was like, no, that's mean. So I was like, I told you 4 times yesterday or Thursday, I was going to check the deposit whenever we got back. And she goes, I don't remember that. I was like, but I told you 4 times that I was going to check the deposit. How do you forget 4 times that I told you? And she goes, oh, I did. I'm sorry. I was like, but why did our boss have to text me? She goes, I'm sorry. Okay. After a while, she apologizes. She's like, look, I'm sorry. Like, I don't want it to mess up our friendship or anything like that. I was like, okay, cool. She had a blood clot and had a stroke.
Really?
And that's why she forgot. Yeah. She had a blood clot. And I was like, oh my God. And then
she didn't get to the doctor, or she didn't realize she got one?
well, here's the thing. Well, it's not my business to tell, actually. It's not my business to tell on here. But she did, thank God that she not manifested, but she like trained her family to spot signs of stroke because she had a feeling that she was going to have a stroke with all the migraine she was having. And so it wasn't until like months later, maybe even a year later, we're talking about it. And then I was like, yeah, completely valid. I was like, I am so sorry. Like, had I known that you like had a blood clot and you were going to have a stroke not long after that, I would have been more nice. But I mean, whenever the boss texts you while you're on vacation, she goes, he what? I was like, whenever the boss texted me asking me who was going to check the deposit, she goes, why the fuck did he text you? I was like, what do you mean? I thought you knew this. She goes, no, this is news to me. And I'm like, so whenever you apologize to me, and she started laughing, she's like, I just wanted to make peace. I didn't know that he texted you. I would have been mad too. I was like, I don't know if I should be mad right now. But yeah, so now I am a bridesmaid in her wedding. Good story.
Things worked out.
Things did work out.
That's funny.
And then that's
good.
Stories.
That it ended in a happy note.
Yeah, I'm glad that she's alive, dude. Like
yeah, that's scary.
She's young too.
Really? How old
She's
is she?
younger than me.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Dang, that is young.
Yeah. And this was, I want to say like 2 years, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. That it happened.
Shows you never know what's going on.
You truly don't. So be nice to everybody.
Yes.
Except for the bitches at work who try to stab you in the back.
Fuck backstabbers.
Very conflicting opinions here.
Bye, everyone.
Cover your ass. That's it for today's episode of Girls and Gays Let's Talk. Thanks for hanging out with us.
If something we said hit home or made you laugh, cry, or text your toxic ex, you know what to do.
Leave us a review, share the episode with your favorite chaotic friend, and don't forget to follow us on socials for behind-the-scenes drama and messy opinions.
New episodes drop every Tuesday. Until then, stay loud, stay soft, and stay exactly who you are.
Bye. Bye.